I said, baby, I don't really want to know how you've gone around and I sound. Welcome to the Rhyno. What a week for music. Oasis have announced that they are doing a reunion tour next year, and I for one will be there. Now look, I've actually known about this Oasis reunion for a while because I bumped into both of them at Knutsford Services and overheard them talking about it. Now when I was there, they came up to me and they went, excuse me, and I went, hey boys, look, before you say anything, right, just want you to know that A, I think you're great, and B, if you're gonna do another tour, you need to make two or three new songs. They would get into top 10 easily. They wouldn't even have to be good. You just have to make them, all right? Bit of extra cash for you guys, and you know, you can make a music video, and when you do make the music video, get me involved. I'm a big fan, I'll do it for a small fee. And Liam just turned to me and he went, Rhyno lad, I like the cut of your jib. Keep an eye on your emails and we'll be in touch. Something like that anyway, it was something along those lines. And I said, cheers boys, I really appreciate that. And then, yeah, we just kind of just hung out for a bit. I think they just wanted to spend time with me. Turns out I was just blocking the exit door. But yeah, it was good to see the boys. Good to see them. Fiddle by fiddle, gave you everything you ever dreamed of. I wanted to make sure that I was first in line to get my ticket. So Friday night, I got my tent and I went down to Heaton Park, so I was first in line at that box office. I was not going to miss out on an opportunity, like a once in a lifetime opportunity like this. So yeah, Friday night, I was down there, set up my tent. Everything was going absolutely smoothly. I went to go for a poo in a bush and I come back and a goose has made its way into my tent and he's settled. He's very well settled. I was saying to him, come on mate, you got to get out. I tried to give him some food, sort of lead him out, but I realised that I don't have any food with me, which was something I'd have to think about soon. I did threaten the goose. I was like, listen here mate, I'm going to eat you if you stay there. Get out my sleeping bag, you little knob. He didn't. Yeah, he just stayed there for a while. I thought, you know what, I'll leave the door open. Eventually, he'll wander out. So, yeah, that's when I realised Rhyno's hungry. Now, I looked online and there is no takeaways, no restaurants, no nothing in Heaton Park. So, bit of advice, if you do go there, make sure you bring a packed lunch or something, all right? Because there's nothing, okay? So, yeah, I ended up just eating some berries that I found on the bush. They weren't poisonous because I wasn't having any delusions. Well, I did think that they were poisonous when I went back to my tent and there was like 6 more geese in there. There was like a whole family of geese just chilling and shitting in my tent, which is, you know, a bloody classic Friday night for the Rhyno. Yeah, it turns out that there was actually 7 geese and the berries were fine and, you know, good. I was hungry, all right? I was hungry and annoyed. So I ended up having to just sleep outside my tent, freezing cold, by the way, and the geese were keeping me up all night. But you know what? It was nice to have some company. So I woke up the next day feeling about as fresh as a piece of poo. No sleep, cold. Yeah, just not a good night at all. But the geese were sleeping, so I just left them to it. It was 6 in the morning, so I went straight to the box office. Turns out it wasn't a box office, it was a cafe. I'm fuming at this point, and I go into the cafe and I say, yo, are you selling Oasis tickets? And she went, no, why would we sell Oasis tickets here? I said, because they're performing here next year. And honestly, the stress that I had trying to explain to her that this should be the box office for Oasis tickets, she couldn't believe it either. Don't think she knew what I was talking about. But yeah, everything's done online now. Did you know that? So as I was sadly walking back to my tent, I realised that not getting Oasis tickets was the least of my problems, because back at my tent was the police. My old friend the Plod. They're there just chilling, and I'm like, all right guys, yeah, what do you want now? Do you know what kind of day I've had? This is not how I wanted to spend my Saturday morning. Then, they don't sell Oasis tickets down at the CAF. / box office. / woman that wouldn't give me Oasis tickets. Anyway, yeah, I was telling them about it, and they were like, look, Rhyno, we don't care about that. What we care about is the fact that you have stayed at Heaton Park illegally overnight. You've also camped, set up a tent on Heaton Park, which you're not allowed to do. And I was just like, what? Why? What? They told me that I had to pack down and leave immediately. I was like, boys, we're in Heaton Park. It's a place of nature. Why does it have an opening and closing time? It's not fair. If a pigeon can do it, so should I. That's my motto. Anyway, they told me I had to get out as quickly as I could, and then they left. So yeah, I was packing down my tent, and these geese just would not leave. I had to like grab one of them by the feathers and just throw him out, and then the other was going mental at me. So I look like a lunatic because people are walking past are just staring at me as I'm trying to take down a tent with 6 screaming geese inside. But at least Oasis are getting back together. I go on a slip and slide. Right, that has been the Rhyno. I didn't end up getting Oasis tickets, but it's okay. I'll probably end up paying about, triple the price to get second-hand ones. Or I'll just save the money. I might just save the money. Maybe N-Dubs will be doing another tour soon. I'll use the money on that. Right, Rhyno, out. Be a good exit.